I don't know how this is gonna go. We're gonna try. What's going on, guys? It is your boy Cash, and we are here today to do a Merlin guide. Now, I wanted to do a guide with the overall game, but I really couldn't find anything that was super different than what everybody else is putting out. It's pretty much everything is out there in the air. It's the how you do the equipment, how you do pretty much everything in the game is pretty much already out there. I can recommend you to someone that already did a video on it. I'm not trying to repeat stuff, but one thing I don't see too many people do is individual character guides, and I feel like this because a lot of people are putting a blanket statement on these characters. Like this character, you just put attack or defense, put them away. Put them away, put them in the basket. So I wanted to make an attempt at making a guide for this character, because then it might be easier for me to make guides for other characters. And then yes, there's team building, which this game and every pretty much gacha game is team based. So one character is not going to do everything, though some kind of can. But we're going to try to make this as best as I can and go over it. Now, oh, I pressed the wrong button. Cool. Now the thing about Merlin, though she looks very pretty and she's very cute, she has one big problem. Now I don't got the boy Gustav, but she has the exact same skills as this man right here. Literally the S1 and even like the rank ups are the same. The S2 is the same, and same thing with the rank ups are the same. And the S3 is different. He does have a different S3, which is spike damage, AoE with crit damage, boosted if it crits, which is pretty good. Merlin, however, has a single target PS hit that will disable attack skills for 2 turns. Like, I was trying to figure out the difference between an SR and an SSR. Like, what is the big difference when they're like multiple? One big thing is that I think not a lot, but it seems like only SSRs, certain of them have the combination attack. So what's a really big benefit to her is that not only does she have the single target snipe, is that, you know, look how much damage increase that is. That is a 90% damage increase just because you have another character on your team, which the other guy does not have access to. So I just kind of wanted to mention that. I'm gonna showcase the skills real quick because, you know, why not? Now, one really cool thing about Merlin, and you know, pretty much Gustav, I guess at the same time, is that the S1 that she does have, once you give it to at least to rank 2, you will be able to have that lovely disables recovery skills. Now, to be honest, I really don't care about that, but S1 that does leave a debuff synchronizes with other characters, so I think that that's what's pretty good about it, especially here. 2 turns debuff that follows up with a couple of other characters that might have something that deals with a debuff on the character, things of that nature, like Ruin, and I think Meliodas' S1 also has that. I think it's called Sever, if I'm not mistaken. Now the S2 is pretty good. Obviously it's is a freeze. It's a freeze. The cool thing is that once it even gets to level 2, as you can see here, it does additional damage. It took me a while to figure out how this works, but pretty much if it can show you here on the dummy, actually let me break the ice because it's weird. So you can see here that the S1 does, what did it say, like 12,000, 13,000, depends on each individual crit that hits, you know, 12,000, right? So now we're gonna do the rank 2 of the S2, and now it should do more because it's going to be boosted by 80%, and as you can see 22%. And it took me a while to figure this out. I thought that it had to be on a frozen target. I thought you had to literally S2 and then like do it again like on the frozen, but no, it's after a skill. I mean, some of you guys are probably smart and figured that out, but and there goes the rank 3 version. So S1, S2, S rank, and blah, blah, blah. So the rank 3 version is 200%, as you can see here, and we're gonna do that same S1, and now we're up to 29,000. What's really good about that, obviously, is that you can literally S2, whether it's rank 2 or rank 3, and then you can hit them with the ultimate, and that's almost a snipe, and it doesn't have to be from her. It doesn't matter who follows up with that. It could be you with your freeze, and then your teammate follows up and sweeps them and knocks them out. I've gotten up to, and I'm not even that far in the game, but I can get up to like 50k, you know, with, you know, someone following up after a freeze. Or obviously you could just use the freeze, don't even combine them, and then you have 2 turns in which the enemy cannot act, and or you can combine them if you want to follow up for a more aggressive play. S3, as you guys know, extermination rate looks really good. I actually like it more than the combination attack. It looks pretty good. Swirly swirl looks so clean. Woo! Exterminate, no, maybe put some stank on it. I love it. And then it leaves a 2-turn debuff, again synchronizing with people that need the debuffs, but it more importantly leaves an attack. You can't use attacks, which is pretty good. A lot of people are attack based. Yes, they have disables, they have other things that they can do, but it does mitigate some damage that's coming onto your team. Now the S3 is the same thing, but it just looks a little bit different. She's with the boy, and looks a little bit different. I like the intro part of it. That part looks cool, but it's like the guy goes into that and then he's like, I don't know. And then like the little ball explosions is like the same explosions that Gulia and them use. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it looks like there's 3 people attacking, not just. Now the next question is gonna be like, how do you build her? Now yes, I think the best thing is, you know, attack, HP, or, you know, defense, whatever like that. I think making her tanky is more important. I think her S2 is just kind of too important to have her die. Now I also didn't go over her unique skill, which is increases pierce rate by 10% per each ultimate move gauge orb. So the more she has, obviously the better. 100% pierce rate once it is full. So that's pretty good in my opinion. I mean, obviously it's most unique skills are not going to be bad for the character, but then you're gonna have to go into what pierce rate is to make it seem like, why is that even good on this character? Now to figure out what pierce was, I actually was doing some research and I came across this video, and this guy explains it pretty good. He explains how a lot of like the little gear sets work, and I was so happy to find it. Go guys, I mean he's bigger than I am, but you know, give this guy Sekapoko, hopefully I'm saying that right, you know, go over there, give him a subscribe, you know, because he's providing some good information, and I feel like not that many people were explaining or showcasing or saying what pierce is. So when I watched this video, he basically says that pierce is fixed damage. Going back to her unique skill, fixed damage on top of the amplified damage, pretty much with the S2 is how I'm looking at that, is that you could set up a really nasty turn by doing a freeze and then hitting them with the S1, and you'll do a lot of damage yourself. Again, I don't really care how much damage my Merlin does, as long as those S2s are there and plentiful, I'm a happy camper. But if she is able to do damage, like just based on what are the cards laid out, I'm glad that there's a way that she can just put out some damage. That's kind of all that passive to me really is. It's not like crazy amazing, but like I said, you could literally have her sit there with ultimate gauge maxed out and just push out a lot of damage and not even use the ultimate, and then use it when you need to, you know? I like that. I like it a lot. I found out there's this database. I just found it. I know that there's other ones that do the same thing. I'm only really using this because I wanted to showcase the gear, all the gear sets that are currently in the game. And like I said, I would prefer mine to be just a little bit more tanky. Like crit resistance or crit defense would be like, you know, to take less damage from crits, probably from characters that are out there that pretty much have auto crit out there. I wouldn't go recovery rate because she doesn't have any way to, you know, I would prefer recovery rate on like a tank or something of that sort. Definitely not going lifesteal because she has too much supportage. I think lifesteal is better for characters that have a little bit more burst potential. And she kind of does, but just not really. I think people, again, you can just go attack, defense, attack, HP, call it a day. I went, as you could saw mine, it was like, I think mine's double HP defense or something of that nature. I don't want her to die. The amount of damage that characters do when I get into later chapters, I just want her to take a hit so that when, you know, when the freeze is on cooldown and my, my blue king doesn't have his rank 2 S1 up to do another petrify, she needs to take a hit, because before she was dying and it was not beneficial to me whatsoever if she died. And the reason why I'm bringing her into the fight in the first place is so that she can freeze and give other people turns to do whatever they need to. Another thing that I think I forgot to mention is that the S2 at rank 3 actually does freeze for 2 turns, so you don't have to like scramble to get a damage move off, you could actually use that, set up a, you know, do a couple combines, and then get a really strong attack to get that 200% additional boost. And if you really need to, just use the 2 turns to just stall for 2 turns and maybe heal up everybody, really struggle off for that 3rd turn, or maybe get that 3rd turn ready to do another set of turn stalling. But I can show you just a slight thing of PvP. If I'm not mistaken, I think in bronze you don't actually get paired up with someone that's live, so this is just a random person. Which is perfectly fine, but it does show you that, you know, whoever I ID as the threat, whoever's the threat on their team, I could pretty much just keep them frozen, like I said, while waiting for my other moves to pretty much go off. I like to get rid of the S1s as quick as I can because I just don't want them there. You know, it's free damage, so unless I'm trying to get the ultimate of someone else on my team, I'd rather just cycle them. And now see, I got the S2 for the rank 2 for the S1 rank 2 for my king, so that's pretty good. We're ready to go on that. And these are the same thing. The only thing I really don't like about this game is turns like this, when you don't actually have any, you know, you can't choose a strategy. So I could bring this character for whatever I think that I'm gonna bring them for, and you know, I can't even get my S2 off, even though that's kind of what I want to do with Merlin. It would be obviously broken, but hopefully we get a freeze here. We don't? Yeah, we don't. So I actually don't know how that works. If anyone can tell me that would be really good. If there's some type of way to manipulate to get certain S2s. I know that people said depending on who's in your main slot, you know, I think it dictates how the beginning of the match goes, like how the beginning goes. But is there any way, like how I have this, like the bond, obviously the more combinations I make, the more cards I'm gonna get, the better off I'm gonna be with getting something that I possibly want. I understand that, but is there any way to manipulate that even further? Can I take all the S2s of the other characters? Does that mean the other S2s will come in? Like, again, I didn't get my freeze. Like, is there something I could do? I feel like there has to be something that's doable. And that's a good example right there. I know I'm skipping and cutting. Is that I just got ulted. It's not gonna kill me, but my Merlin has like, I think 40k health or something like that. Before it was too much. It was like I was dying like to everything. It was too annoying. It was way too annoying just dying like to like nothing. And here's a little example. You know, here we go. Rank 2 freeze. I'm gonna follow it up with the Ray. You're done. Cool. Just a slight example, because it would, like I said, it's kind of RNG. It would take me too long to actually get the raid. So all in all, is she worth it? I think that was a lot of people. I think that they were kind of like, she's not that good. I think maybe because she's on a banner and the fact that you have a slightly better odd of getting her kind of makes her worth it to get. And like, I can vouch that she can pretty much help you. Any CC based character, I feel like if they have a stun, the petrify, or anything that can stall these big bosses, I think is phenomenal. It really feels good. Again, I'm just still playing out the game, so my guide might not be as effective as someone else's, but I've been very happy with summoning her and leveling her up and ultra raring her, and I'm happy that I have that character. I don't have Gustav, as you guys saw, so you know, maybe if I had him, I wouldn't be as whatever, but that's kind of what these games are. You know, characters are better than other characters, or teams are better than other teams, but you always have to do what you have. And I think if you have Merlin, you could cheese some bosses, you could cheese some people out in PvP. They'll have to kill her because you can literally see, oh, you have an ultimate meter? Boop, boop, boop. That character's frozen, and if they don't have a healer or a debuffer, cleanser, they have to take that. They can't do anything. She can literally freeze, and then you're stuck there. And if she gets to rank 3, you're stuck there for 2 turns, and then she's gonna nuke you, or someone else on the team's gonna nuke. It's really good stuff, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. I'm still trying to get used to this game. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of things to do, and I'm rank 20. I'm almost through the story, I think. And oh yeah, let's do a summon. All right, so let's just pull that guaranteed SSR. And I have not spent any money in this game, by the way. I know someone's like, oh. No, we're playing completely free to play. Take that as you will. We were playing completely free to play. I have not even gotten that bonus So I deserve all the goodness. There it is. Not gonna skip it. Let it play out for once. Back off, son. Flip the twig. Get busy. Hopefully it goes through. No, it cancels out. I'm just hoping for someone new because, you know, I don't really have that many characters. So let's see who it is. Oh, who is that? Is that the green one? 7 Deadly Cat. Is that that is the green one? Yo, he's a god. He's. If I see someone on my like little thing, and I'm like, yo, I need to have a good backup just in case my freeze team doesn't work. I'm like, yo, let me get that green Malone. I'm not mistaken. I think people have said that he's like one of the better characters in the game. So it's really cool that I got him so I can stop using the other one, because the other one, I see where you would use him. I could see how you would use him, but why bother? Cool. Awesome. Happy camper. And that's to prove to you guys that I have not spent any money to the purchase. Diamond first purchase bonus is still there. Oh, and the day just reset. It's 3 o'clock in the morning now, so I get to do my free roll as well. All right, here we go. And this should end the video out. So depending on how Melodis fights off the white blob guy, this time we got Twig Swag. His eyes are slightly red. Now, is it thing like if this thing isn't red, it's just like you're screwed? Okay, he didn't get bodied. He had to hold the hand. Not exactly sure what color we got here. It's a big thing. If it's yellow, I'm kind of happy. No, it's blue. We're screwed. I think blue pretty much means that yeah. Body bag. And he's dead. Wait, it's still yellow. Whatever. Hopefully it's a yellow I don't have. That'd be great. Like I said, I don't summon that often, so. Yo, this video is full of bullshit. Just absolute bullshit. We actually pulled Gustav in the Merlin guide video. Can you make it up? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and feel free, if you are better versed in the game than I am and there's stuff that I missed out, things that I could have mentioned, feel free to leave it. I will pin your comment if it's really good. Honestly, I don't want to mislead anybody or anything of that nature, and all that good gushy stuff. And another really good reason of getting SRs is because some of them actually do the combo attack, so getting a lot of SRs, in my opinion, is good. And last question before I get out of here. Does it matter the level of the unit that is in the combined attack? Gustav, I think, is with Hellbrummer, I think, or something like that. Do I have to level up my Gustav to make his combined bonuses better, or does it not matter? Someone let me know. I would really like to know that. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. And just remember that every day at the Kashino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.